naira to the dollar. So we're going to be looking out for the last trading day also for the FX market. That's the last trading day of November. To the oil market, now we see oil prices, they rose slightly today following a potential renewal of supply risk as Israel and Hezbollah traded accusations of ceasefire violations and a delay to an OPEC Plus meeting. That's leaving investors awaiting decision on its output policy. Brent crude futures, that rose about 10 cents, about 0.1% to $73.38 a barrel. Wondering if that $70 level will hold for Brent. That's the close of trade today. West Texas Intermediate crude, that's the U.S. Futures, that was trading at $69.17. So we'll see the spread between Brent and WTI closing up, but it's up 45 cents, about 0.7% compared to Wednesday's closing price. On a weekly basis, Brent futures is down about 2.4%, and the U.S. WTI benchmark trading 2.9% lower. But that traded that remained thin. But if you look at both there, 0.1%. That's what we have up for Brent and WTI for trade. So it's looking more like it's going to be a negative trade. That's for the week. Israel and Lebanese armed group Hezbollah traded accusations over alleged violations of their ceasefire that came into effect the day before. The deal had at first appeared to alleviate the potential for supply disruption from a broader conflict that had led to a risk premium, and that's for oil. And the federal government, through the Nigerian Midstream and Downstream Petroleum Regulatory Authority, has announced the approval of a license for the construction of a new refinery. The approval given to a company named Process Design and Development Limited is to establish and construct a new 27,000 barrels per day refinery. The facility will be located in Dolowore, a core area of Gombe State. The latest development signifies that Nigeria now officially has about 10 modular and regular refineries, adding to the nation's refining capacity. However, despite the increase in the number of refineries, most of them remain moribund, with many not functioning at full capacity or efficiently. And the Ebonyi State Governor, Francis Nwefuru, has presented a 2025 budget proposal of 396 billion naira to the State House of Assembly. The proposal allocates 284.52 billion naira for capital projects, focusing on infrastructure and development, while about 112 billion naira is earmarked for recurrent expenses. Governor Nwefuru emphasized the budget's goal of driving economic growth and improving social services across the states. Take a listen.
Mr. Speaker, and our dear distinguished honorable members of this revered House, the implementation of the last budget was adjudged worthy by internationally acclaimed budget tracking organization, Budget, ranking us highly 5th position on Fiscal Transparency League table across the nation. It is our most fervent desire to perform even better in the coming years. To this end, in consideration of our projections and proposed interventions in the economy of the state, we have christened this budget a budget of economic and social development. It is our hope that if we do our best as we plan to, this budget would guarantee industrialization, economic growth, and improved standard of living.
And after a 14-year hiatus, the Lagos International Trade Fair resumed the trade fair complex at the Mile 2 Badagry Expressway with government dignitaries, private sector players present. The theme of the fair was strengthening Nigeria's commercial and industrial sector through trade and investment, and has been described as significant in driving economic growth and industrial transformation. At the closing ceremony of this year's trade fair, the executive director, Barrister Vera Safi and Danusa, described the fair as successful, and commerce is ready to take its place.
This trade fair, coming after about 15 years of the previous one, has not only served as a platform for businesses to transact, but also as a symbol of the global spirit of cooperation. In today's world, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, where challenges are shared across nations, it is clear that collaboration is key. We have seen firsthand how industries can work together, how borders can become bridges, and how technology and innovation transcend geographical limitations.
This event, a testament to our resilience and commitment to economic growth, has not only marked a triumphant return, but has also set a new benchmark for trade fairs in Africa. The overwhelming response from exhibitors and visitors alike underscores the enduring appeal and strategic importance of this platform and location. This year's fair has been a dynamic hub of innovation, creativity, and business opportunities. From cutting-edge technologies to traditional craftsmanship, the diverse range of products and services showcased here has been truly inspiring.
And now to our first conversation. Nigeria's retail sector has experienced significant growth in recent years, driven by a growing middle class, increasing urbanization, and rising consumer spending. But the sector is expected to have grown in 2024, driven by the expansion of e-commerce, the growth of modern retail formats, and increasing demand for convenience and lifestyle products. Well, joining us to share as with wealth of experience in the sector is Irfan Vayani. He's a general manager Mega Plaza, joining me right here in the studio. It's great to have you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, such an iconic brand, Mega Plaza. I used to go there, as a kid, and you guys are almost about over 30 years at this point, and I'm sure it's been quite a ride, in Nigeria.
Mega Plaza was established in 1992, and I think it has stood test of time, having a business standing for last 30 years. Yes, so...
Well, how would you describe, doing business in Nigeria so far?
Amazing, interesting. I'm loving it. We are the trendsetters. We are the leaders. And I think we were the first shopping mall, very unique retail outlet. And we've had others who have come in. And as you can see, now the trends are changing. Things are changing, right? So you can see in urban areas like Port Harcourt, Abuja, Lagos, you have more well-organized outlets, retail outlets, like supermarkets, like shopping malls. And then you have a lot of Nigerians moving into the urban areas. And it's kind of, how do I put it, the consumer mindset has changed. And secondly, the other trend we can look at is e-commerce. A lot of people are shopping online. So that trend is really growing. And then also payment gateways. Way of doing payments, as you know, Nigerian economy, our naira has kind of devalued. I can be carrying money on my back, right? So we're holding a handset. Payment has become very easy, and that is also helping with the growth of retail market at the moment.
Right, and looking at 2024, Nigerians and consumers have been through a lot.
100%.
In 2024, and we've seen rising PMS prices, rising food prices. Tell me how all of this, is impacting demand so far in 2024. How would you describe business, this year?
Business has not been really bad. Yes, it's been tough for Nigerians. We've seen forex prices, rates going up. We've seen petroleum prices have gone up, but also people's pockets have been really going up, right? Salaries have gone up. We've been adjusting to that. And having, we have the youth here, where I think 60% of Nigerian youth are around 26 years, that's the average, and that's where the money is. And how do we close that gap, right? So what we did as Mega Plaza, we used the digital platform to go out there. Yes, we have our brick and mortar building, the traditional building. We've now started going out for people in Abuja, in Port Harcourt, in the north, in the south. And how do we do it? Social media. We are very strong on social media now, and we're using the youth to get to the customers. We're not waiting for people to come in. And knowing that the e-commerce platforms like Jumia, Konga, has really affected also people like us. We've been in market, right? So there's not much food for. Like for yourself today, what will you do? Pick your phone, Google where I can get this thing, go to their website and order, right? So we are also, as traditional retail outlet, we are going hybrid now. So kind of, yes, the economy has really hit everyone, but there's solution to everything.
Right, and talking about the e-commerce growth so far, what would you say is the way forward? Because when it comes to e-commerce, you also have to have the internet, and at the same time, you have to have money in your pocket to make some of these trades. So, what are you seeing, going forward for e-commerce and how it's going to continue impacting, your industry?
I see a very positive impact. As I said again, that through e-commerce platform, you can reach a wider region compared to the traditional outlets you had. So for us, we as Mega Plaza have kind of, we are moving with time. So having the e-commerce platform, like our platform is called megaplaza.ng. So we are not, what do you call, we are looking at how to reach out to people, right? So e-commerce is a good thing. It's a growing market. You have more varieties of goods on e-commerce platform compared to what you will have on your outlets. So you're giving them more items, best payment systems, and I see a tremendous growth there.
All right, so at the end of the day, with business, there are always opportunities and challenges. At this time, talk to me about some of the opportunities you're seeing in the retail sector right now, because we have some investors, sitting on the sideline with a load of cash, but they don't know where to put it into. What would you say are the opportunities in the retail sector?
Currently, if you look at the market, most of the consumers are now not going for imported items. They're going for the local items. And a lot of investors also who have come in are not importing products from abroad. What they're doing is they're assembling here. I'll give you an example. Samsung. Samsung have started assembling the TVs and electronics, whatever, here in Nigeria. So is LG. So is Hisense. So is My Dear. What is that showing you? That there is growing demand for local products. And the products that are manufactured in China are not for our African market. Because one, remember, our power supply, the fluctuation is not what Chinese interface, right? So what they're building here is for our markets. And I will advise the investors to look into Nigeria, population of 230 million. It's not a small population, right? I think this is the largest population in Africa, in any country, right? I myself, I'm from Kenya. We're only 60 million. Yeah. So there's a lot of opportunities, and I see the retail market growing tremendously.
So it's the kind of market that you can come in, and make a good profit.
Yes.
On your
100%,
investment.
100%.
All right. So looking at some of these electronics that you spoke about, and we know most of them are imported.
Yes.
At this time. So the dollar issue, definitely, we've seen prices that's when you're looking at the naira value, they're not what they used to be. Things you could get for maybe 50K, 100,000, like 300,000. So the inflation it's off the roof, at this point. And I'd like to know how demand for such electronics, how that's looking, and if there's some kind of package, for people that don't want to pay all of that money at once. What trends are you seeing, when it comes to maybe paying small?
Paying small. There you go. So what we've done is we've partnered with banks. You can come in to our outlet, and we will refer to a certain bank that we've partnered with, and you can pay over the 6 months period. We have banks like Zenith Bank that we're working with, Providus, Globus. That's one of the way to go about. Secondly, what we are doing is we're putting offers on our outlets. And Mega Plaza is quite unique also. When you walk in, you can ask for discount. Our prices are not fixed. We understand the market, we understand what's going on, and we understand the pain that people are going through. So what we are doing with our distributors and mostly the manufacturers who are here, we've engaged them and we kind of making a bundle offer. So if you're buying a TV, you're getting a soundbar free. Or if you're buying oil, you're getting a small pack of rice free. So that's the way to go. You need to come up with some innovative ideas.
And with all of these innovative ideas, would you say it is going to hit hard when you're taking stock of revenue and profit and all of that, or do you think companies or retailers can still be there for the customers and still make profit?
Yes. So what we are looking at is small profit margin and big turnover. That's the game in retail at the moment. You cannot have 30-40% profit margin and then expect people to come. I'd rather make 6-7% profit margin, but long run, I'm making good amount of money.
Right. So, definitely Black Friday. Black Friday is upon us.
You should come to Mega today. It's ending today.
Right. And we know some of the deals, they look mouth-watering, when you see some of the deals coming out from, different brands, at this point. But do you expect that consumers will be able to make those purchases, even though you might see them as mouth-watering, but to some consumers are like, I still can't afford it, at this point?
Yeah, the consumer's mindset has changed. People are looking for premium products, but at a cheaper price, right? But for us retailers, I told you again, we are working with our distributors and our manufacturers. We agree to a 50-50 term with them. So if my profit margin is small, I will ask them to reduce their price. Currently, we're having up to 70% off in Mega Plaza, realistically, not just say 70%, and you don't have products up to 70%. And we've been doing Black Friday every Friday of November, and we've seen quite a huge amount of sales.
Right, and going forward, at this point, we also have festivities, upon us. That's December. It's Christmas, and there's going to be a lot of gifting. So, how would you compare, say, 2023? Let's go back. 2023 Christmas. Would you say demand was strong?
I think it's still consistent, man. I won't mention a company, but there's a client of ours who we've been working with, and I thought they might reduce their gifting this year, but rather they even increased it. And as we talk, I'm supplying the products to their offices today. When you come into Mega Plaza, you will see a lot of gift hampers on the floors. And the sales have already started. I don't think, Mega Plaza is a premium shopping mall. And it's also about prestige when you shop in Mega Plaza. So it's really not affecting us. I'm just seeing growth. A lot of people will be like, the economy has hit us hard. But I'm like, guys, you need to move with time. Come with innovative ideas. Give back to the customers. Like one way we are giving back to customers is we normally have events every 3 months. So the last event we had was Independence Day. And we gave back to customers like a lot of things for free. We had sponsorship from My Dear. My Dear, they gave us goods worth 30 million. We had a company, another brand called Royale, gave us goods worth 20 million. Sponsorship, I'm selling visibility to them, right? I'm branding, selling visibility, they're giving me products. What am I doing with that products? Sharing with that people. We did online sharing, and we had a physical event where we gave out. So what happens is even the customers will keep coming back.
Right, so, definitely, to be a retailer, you always have to have an address, at this point. And we've also seen inflation, how that's impacted, the real estate sector. We're seeing rentals, higher than, they used to be, at this point. So when you see other retailers now looking to come into the market, they're trying to get an office space and all of that, what would you say they should look out for, at this time, or put more attention to, when they're setting up shop?
I would say when they're setting up shop, first of all, is to and look into their finances. If they're not strong enough, I wouldn't advise them to come in. Today, rent for, let's say, I think in most malls per square meter, they're charging you between 200 to 300,000 per square meter, exclusive electricity, exclusive service charge. And I will even tell them today, if you want to do business, go online, use your online platforms. Yes, you have your physical store, but e-commerce platforms are the best way to go. Today, in this digital world we are in, and it's rapidly growing, today you can sell through your WhatsApp, you can sell through your Instagram, through Facebook, and through your website. So that's the way to go. And rather than even having a physical store, you find people today are using the online platforms. They're selling from home. They don't need to have a physical store, right? So your capital is quite minimal. You don't need to invest much.
And if this trend, continues, we know we have investors in the real estate sector that, they want to open malls, every American corner, and they're expecting the malls are going to get filled up. So, going forward, are you seeing the investment in malls, coming down?
I'm seeing investment in malls really going up. You can see it in urban areas, like I told you, Port Harcourt, Abuja, Lagos. It's growing. And also customers in urban areas want very well-organized retail outlets. So in rural areas is where I see the growth of the malls, and all this will come up, because they have not tasted this, so they're going to taste it. But now what is happening in the urban areas is hybrid retail solutions. So you have your physical mall and you have your e-commerce platforms.
And we also know there's there's growing technology also in your sector at this point. Would you say, because everyone's, we know people right now, the unemployment rate, even though we saw the last figure, it did come down, but some have said it's because of the hustle nature, of Nigeria. So would you say retailers are still employing, labor, like they used to at this point, or are they replacing people more with technology now?
People are being replaced with technology more. I will say that. And anyway, as we all know, technology is going to take over. AI, which is in play now. So, I don't know, our children or the youth now, even they're going to the tech. They're tech savvy. And even if you feel, it's not like robots who are going to run the things. You'll still need a human to run it. So it won't be much effect. It's just time. It's just time.
And has AI started shaping how you see consumer behavior, giving you, secrets into how the consumer is thinking? Have you started using AI, with that?
We're all using AI, I believe. I'm using an AI phone at the moment.
Right.
Yeah, and even at work, I have some AI softwares. And I was reading somewhere, I read an article that you have these AI sensors, like the cameras placed in retail outlets, and they can read your mood, and how it will even tell you if this consumer really wants to buy you. It's just come to pastime. So technology is really growing.
So you can determine who the window shoppers are.
Yeah.
At this point. But how's that looking though? How are the window shoppers? Are they still a lot?
In Mega Plaza, I wouldn't say much. No. What I've noticed, I've been with Mega 2.5 years. The customers who are walking into Mega are those who want to come and buy. I don't see much window shoppers. And I also know that people are very busy in their lives. Why would they want to, if they want to window shop, they just scroll through their phones and look what they want.
So no more physical window shopping.
No more physical window shopping.
You do it on your phone at this time. But is it as fun as actually, window shopping? Because I won't lie, I love to window shop, at some point. And obviously the retail therapy, that's a beauty, at this point. But it depends, on your pocket at this time. So, going into 2025, what are you seeing?
I can see a very positive change that will be coming in. Even though we are seeing the economy very harsh, I think the economy will get better. I've been talking to a lot of people in our sector and other sectors. I see the retail market will grow tremendously. And we also, Mega Plaza, planning to open an outlet, 2 outlets, one in Port Harcourt and one in Abuja. If we didn't see something positive coming in, we wouldn't invest money. we would have just held back and been like, and as I said, we have one outlet for last 30 years plus. Now it's time for us to expand because we're seeing a growing demand. And 2025, it's very promising.
All right. Well, I'd love to share your optimism at this point, but we know it's a high interest rate environment. We know the central bank has been, raising rates, trying to tame stubborn inflation at this point. So definitely, do you think retailers are still going to the banks, to get some of this capital, or are they finding other ways to raise money?
Retail is the best, smart way to go. I'll explain now. Distributors are the ones who are going to the bank. The retailers are not. Retailers are using distributors' money to do sales. Because distributors will give you 30 days, 45 days credit terms. And there are those who will give you 14 days credit terms because they want to offload their goods. So what's happening is the distributor is the one going to bank to go pick up money so that they can push. But retailers, I don't see.
So I guess retailers don't need the bank. Well, very interesting. It was great having this conversation with you. That was Irfan Vayani, General Manager, Mega Plaza. Thank you so much for coming on, and happy Black Friday, I guess.
I will see you today.
Hopefully. Hopefully please. I have money in my pocket.
Even if you don't have, we can work something out. What did you say?
Pay small, small.
Pay small, small.
Fantastic. Thank you so much.
All right, great having you. Thank you so much.
All right, so we'll take a quick break now. When we come back, we'll get an expectation of what to expect for the Black Friday trade right here in the equities market. Just stay with us. Also, the Nigerian equities market traded with bullish sentiment yesterday with gains from Wando, Aradol. That drove the all-share index higher by about 0.5%, 0.5%, there to 97,783 points. And now we see the month to date. It was negative before this gain, but yet today returns now in positive territory at about 0.1%. Let's look at the volume of trade. That's yesterday. We'll see just value in the green, up about 5%, 10 billion. That was traded, but we'll see volume compared to the previous day, 23% down, and deals 10.43% down. So, yeah, today is the final trading day of November. We'll get a sense of if the bull is able to maintain what we saw yesterday, and maybe we can say November was somewhat to remember. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Ladi Williams. That's it from me on Business Morning. I hand things over to the Sunrise Daily team.